From road tripping on the Route 66 to tracking dinosaurs and fossils, it's all in the March edition of New Mexico Magazine. Here with us now is Editor-in-Chief Dave Herndon to tell us more. Dave, always a pleasure to see you.
Great to be here.
Thank you for coming in. So let's get right to it. Let's talk about what is on the cover, which is road tripping through Route 66 in New Mexico. Lots of stops on the historic Route 66.
Well, you know that there were 600 miles of Route 66, you know, all told, if you took the spurs and the things. So, you know, the remnants of it are kind of like an open-air museum of mid-century Americana, really. I mean, it's it was car culture at its, you know, apogee, but with a very New Mexico stamp here. So, you know, there's still lots of evidence of it. You know, in Albuquerque, Central Ave, Old Town, etc. You know, neon was raised to the level of an art form. You know, and the motels and the diners with the signs, and then, you know, and then there's the element of, you know, it's a treasure hunt. You can buy, you know, can shop for souvenirs from the sort of the kitschy to the collectible, you know, Navajo jewelry and blankets, etc. And trading posts in places like Gallup and Albuquerque. And, you know, so it's just out there for the taking, and it's one of those things that, like, Europeans, when they think of United States, you know, they think of you know, Route
Mother
66.
Road 66. You got it. Absolutely. Well, as you said, you know, maybe doing some treasure hunting. If those treasures happen to be fossils that we're looking for, we got that too here in New Mexico. Let's talk about some of the dinosaur destinations out here.
Well, exactly. This is one of the hotbeds for paleontology in the whole world. It's you know, for finding fossils and finding the tracks of dinosaurs, etc. There's several sites throughout the state where you know, you can actually go out and you know, pick up fossils of sea creatures, because, you know, even though it's a desert, of course, it was a lot of it was
oceanfront property here. Absolutely.
So yeah, you can you know, go to a place like Ghost Ranch, which is, of course, famous for the art that happened up there, but it's also famous for being the site where the state fossil was found, as Silophysis, if I said that right. But down to Tucumcari, I mean, out down to Las Cruces, Trackways National Monument. It's a place where you can see the tracks, the footprints, walk in the footprints of dinosaurs. So it's something that can be engaged in on any level, from, like, you know, a kid finding stuff to researchers and scientists, you know, doing paleontology at, you know, the highest level.
And I mean, honestly, that's how, you know, today's paleontologists started. They were kids exploring out there. So our future paleontologists, this is the state to be in.
That's right.
So if we're also, you know, we're also talking exploration. One place that I admittedly had no idea how much cool stuff was going on is TRC. It's not just cool because they adopted the name from the TV show. There's a lot of cool arts happening down in TRC.
It's a very surprising and kind of quirky little town. It's a great weekend getaway. First of all, it used to be called Hot Springs, of course, but the mineral baths are still there. So there's spas and hotels you can go to. It's super relaxing. It just puts you into this mellow frame of mind. And but it's also, if you go on the second Saturday of the month, they have something called an art hop, and it's actually lively. You know, the galleries stay open, the shops stay open. It's a kind of a burgeoning little art colony. It's very creative little town. It's attracting artists there, and it's got some, you know, surprisingly, you know, great restaurants and cafes. It's got some vintage shops that are, you know, the kind of place you expect to see in San Francisco.
And
you know, and boutiques and stuff. So it's got a real pulse, and it's a place to watch because it's the gateway to Spaceport. So there's a huge potential for growth down there.
Absolutely.
So very interesting.
Speaking of growth, we've got a really growing economy here in terms of craft beers. We're on par to become the craft brew hub of the Southwest.
Oh, I think
if we're not there already.
I think we are. I mean, I would say I'm calling it Albuquerque. Albuquerque Brew Mexico. Yeah, but it's not just Albuquerque. It's around the state.
All over the place,
And there's, you know, just a lot of growth, and there's a Brewers Guild here that is helping to you know, coalesce this industry and provide support. And I love their slogan. They say, our cervezas will blow your cabezas.
Which is fantastic.
And it's true. The New Mexico beers are doing very well at you know, the Great American Beer Festival annually. I met a guy up at Ski Santa Fe this week. I overheard him talking. He's opening another place in Albuquerque, a new brewery. I said, "You think there's more opportunity, more market share?" He said, "Absolutely. It's a growth industry." And you know, I think it's great on every level. You know, it's entrepreneurial. It's creating a social scenes. You know, little small social scenes around for people. You know, younger adults. And you know, it's good for the general quality of life. I mean, who doesn't like beer?
You bet. Absolutely. Well, so how can people subscribe to New Mexico Magazine? It's a great issue, by the way. Coming out soon.
Thank you. So pick up a copy at the newsstand and fill out the card and send it in. There is an 800 number you can call, and there is nmmagazine.com is our website, and it's easy to subscribe that way.
Okay, fantastic. Dave, always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Take care.
Good to see you, Chad.
All right.